The Secret of Willowbrook High. Characters: Emily Dawson, a smart, adventurous 16-year-old girl who loves mystery novels and solving puzzles. She's known for her curiosity and strong sense of justice. Jake Carter, Emily's best friend and longtime crush. He's sporty, funny, and a little mysterious, with a secret of his own. Sophie Green, Emily's confident and witty friend who's always up for an adventure. She's good at solving problems, but has a secret relationship with someone Emily doesn't know about. Ethan Rivers, the new guy at school, a little quiet and intense. Emily doesn't trust him at first, but soon discovers there's more to him than meets the eye. Chloe Thompson, the popular girl at Willowbrook High, who seems to have everything figured out, but her life is far from perfect. It was a regular Tuesday morning at Willowbrook High, and Emily Dawson was already planning her next big adventure. Emily wasn't your average high school student. While most girls her age were obsessing over makeup or the latest celebrity gossip, she was fascinated by mysteries and solving problems. Her favorite spot at school was the library, where she could get lost in books for hours. But today, her curiosity would lead her somewhere unexpected. As Emily walked into school, her eyes immediately caught sight of Jake Carter. He was standing by the lockers, laughing with his friends. Jake had been her best friend since middle school, but lately, Emily's feelings for him had started to grow into something more. She wasn't sure if Jake noticed, but she was too shy to tell him. "Hey, Jake called out, flashing her a bright smile. "Ready for another boring day?" Emily grinned back. "I guess so. But, I've got a feeling today's gonna be different." Jake raised an eyebrow. "Different how?" "I don't know. Just a feeling," Emily replied. "Something's off today." Jake shrugged. "Maybe you're just excited for our history test. But I'm pretty sure the only thing that'll be different today is me beating you in soccer after school." Emily rolled her eyes. "We'll see about that." As Emily made her way to her first class, she couldn't shake the feeling that something was about to happen. She sat down next to Sophie Green, her other close friend. Sophie was the opposite of Emily. Bold, confident, and always up for anything. Today, she seemed a little distracted, though. Her phone buzzed in her pocket, and Sophie quickly checked it, her face turning red. "Everything okay?" Emily asked, noticing the change in her friend's demeanor. Yeah," Sophie said quickly, tucking her phone away. "Just stuff. Don't worry about it." Emily wasn't convinced, but she decided not to press further. She knew Sophie would tell her if it was important. Instead, she focused on the lesson, but her mind kept wandering back to Jake and the strange feelings she had. Later that day, during lunch, the new kid, Ethan Rivers, walked into the cafeteria. He was tall, with messy dark hair and intense eyes that seemed to scan every corner of the room. Emily noticed him right away. There was something about him that felt different. He sat at an empty table in the corner, his face buried in a book. "Who's the new guy?" Sophie asked, her voice dripping with curiosity. "I have no idea," Emily replied. "But he seems like trouble." "You're such a detective," Sophie teased. "Not everything's a mystery." Emily just shrugged. "Maybe not. But I think I'm going to find out." After lunch, Emily and Jake headed to their history class. As they walked down the hall, Emily's heart skipped a beat when she saw Ethan standing near the lockers, talking to Chloe Thompson, the queen bee of Willowbrook High. Chloe was laughing, her voice high-pitched and charming, but Emily could see the way she was trying to get Ethan's attention. Something about it didn't sit right with her. "What do you think they're talking about?" Emily asked Jake, who was busy scrolling through his phone. "Probably gossiping about the latest drama," Jake said. "You know how Chloe is." Emily didn't respond. She couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to Ethan than anyone knew. But she wasn't the only one with secrets. That afternoon, after school, Emily decided to do some investigating. She waited until the halls cleared out and then made her way to the library. Ethan was there, sitting at a table by himself, his eyes glued to his book. Emily approached him cautiously. "Hey, Ethan," she said, trying to sound casual. "Can I ask you something?" Ethan looked up, his expression unreadable. "Sure. I've been wondering," Emily began. "Why did you come to Willowbrook? You're different from the other kids here. And, I don't know, you just seem secretive." Ethan's lips curved into a small smile, but there was a hint of something darker behind his eyes. "I don't have to tell you anything, but if you're looking for answers, maybe you should ask the right people." Before Emily could respond, Sophie burst into the library, looking panicked. "Emily, you need to come with me."
Now?
Emily's heart raced. "What's going on?" "It's Chloe," Sophie said, her voice shaking.
She's planning something.
"I don't know what, but I overheard her talking to her friends. She's up to something with Ethan." Emily exchanged a look with Ethan, whose face had gone completely serious. "I think I know what this is about," he said quietly. "And it's not what you think." As the days went on, Emily, Jake, and Sophie found themselves drawn deeper into a web of secrets and lies. Chloe's plans with Ethan were more complicated than they could have imagined. There was a school-wide scavenger hunt set up, but it wasn't just about winning a prize. It was about uncovering the truth about Ethan and his mysterious past. The more they dug, the more Emily began to understand why Ethan was so guarded. He wasn't just the new kid. He was the son of a powerful CEO who had been keeping an eye on Willowbrook High for years. Chloe had been trying to use Ethan to get closer to his family's wealth and influence. But it wasn't just about the secrets. It was about the way Emily started to see Jake in a new light. She realized that maybe he had feelings for her, too, but neither of them had the courage to admit it. Through all the chaos, they started to get closer, and Emily felt a spark between them that couldn't be ignored. In the end, Emily, Jake, and Sophie managed to expose Chloe's scheme, bringing her down and saving Ethan from being manipulated. As for Emily and Jake, they finally confessed their feelings for each other under the stars, realizing that sometimes the best adventures are the ones you find with the people who matter most. The end.